You speak Hindi, I speak in English, then it does
No,
it
he'll
sound...
also speak in English, no?
I know
Awkward,
English.
no?
Or like how easy it was for you to get a job here.
That's actually a funny story. So when I came here, I thought I'll relax for a month, take my nice break. But I had while interviews started coming across is because I was on work visa. It's not difficult getting a job in Sydney.
Like as soon as you come here on work visa, you try to get PR as soon as you can
Yeah.
because it has other advantages. हेलो एवरीवन, मीट माय फ्रेंड अमृता। ये इंडिया से आए हैं अभी रिसेंटली, नहीं थोड़ा टाइम हो गया, बट हाँ वो अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करेंगे हमारे साथ।
Yeah.
सो अमृता, वेयर आर यू फ्रॉम इन इंडिया?
I'm from Bangalore.
बैंगलोर के? नाइस नाइस। तो तभी लाइक हमें इंग्लिश में इंटरव्यू लेना पड़ रहा है क्योंकि इनकी हिंदी इज़ नॉट दैट
Not
गुड।
that great.
मतलब हम हिंदी में बात करते हैं लेकिन वो इंटरव्यू वाली नहीं होती।
Not a interview wale Hindi.
So Amrita, like how was your journey? Like how you came here, on which
I
visa?
I came here as a dependent work visa.
Okay.
Yeah. So my husband got the visa first,
Okay.
and he and me and together we came to Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in India, what you used to do? Like what was your profile, work profile?
In India, I was working as a system administrator
Okay.
into networking stream,
Okay.
and after getting the visa, we came here and we started searching for a job, and I worked in same role, system administrator.
Same.
Yeah.
And how difficult or like how easy it was for you to get a job here?
That's actually a funny story. So when I came here, I thought I'll relax for a month, take my nice break. But I joined a group called Indians in Sydney group. Once you get, like everyone else.
Everyone has to.
Yeah. So everyone joins here. So I also joined Indians in Sydney group. So in that group, I see many people asking for job, and they were commenting saying that it takes long time. We have been jobless for 6 months. It's very difficult to get a job in Sydney. So I started getting anxious and started getting worried. So after my 10 days resting period, I thought like, anyways, if I start searching for job now, it will take 3 months around
Okay.
that if someone has to call me. So I started applying for all the jobs, whatever that I could see in my eyes, all the jobs I was applying, and surprisingly, I started getting calls
Oh.
from people, and I was not ready for job interviews. I just applied and I just thought I'll just sit around say. But yeah, I started getting interview calls, and I thought this process will take time and it will take longer than how it's expected. So the one challenge I had while interviews started coming across is because I was on work visa, no one was ready to give me permanent job.
Okay.
So no full-time job for me. I can only work for contract roles.
Okay.
So contract roles has a plus point as well as a negative. Contract roles you'll get very good money, good salary, but the negative is if you take leave, that day's money is also gone.
Yeah.
So you don't get all the company benefits like holidays, the maternity leave, and all that. You will miss it. So that was fine for me at that point of time because I didn't have any
first
family.
job,
Yeah, and it was my first job, and we were very career oriented at that point of time. So I took the contract role, and I was getting calls for 1 month contract jobs. I was getting for 6 months. I was getting for 1 year, like that. So I got like 3-4 interview calls, and I went through the rounds, and all the 4 interviews I got the job.
Oh, amazing.
But it was shocking for me because I thought it's going to be tough, but it was easier and it was more confusing for me.
Okay.
So it's not difficult getting a job in Sydney. They need technical people.
Yeah. So it again depends, like what profile you are.
Exactly. So for technical background, you will get plenty of opportunities.
If you are coming in IT job,
Exactly.
there are so many opportunities.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So it depends on what domain you are coming from.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So I got into that and I took it whichever that the company, as per the
More
company
salary.
title and the salary, of course, and whichever has a longer duration. I didn't
Okay.
take shorter duration because shorter duration gives better money, but I didn't take shorter duration because again the headache of searching another job is tedious. So I didn't take that, and yeah, I took that.
I remember you were telling me that you had worked as a project manager
Yeah,
in
yeah,
India. So
yeah.
what do you want to say about that? Like demand of project manager here is
Yeah,
more, or
yeah.
for more of technical roles people
Ah,
should come here?
that's a good question. So the reason why I worked as a project manager is I had to go back to India for a maternity break,
Okay.
and COVID struck and everything. And after 2 years, again started searching for job, and we were stuck in India.
Okay.
So since after 2 years I started searching for job, I forgot all my technical skills, all the networking, CCNA, nothing I remembered, and it was very difficult for me to study with a newborn child.
Okay.
So since communication wise I was okay, I had options to go for project management in technical field.
Technical project
Yeah, so
manager.
I had networking knowledge, data center knowledge, as well as like a, can talk a little.
Okay.
So like that, I got into a company and I switched my career to project management, which is easier for me because they're flexible for work from home. Networking is not like that. Night job you have to do, and you have odd shifts and everything. So I took project management, and now when I started searching for, now that we decided to come back to Sydney after the COVID everything, in Sydney I found a little difficult getting project management roles because everyone knows to communicate well, and everyone is very good in management field. So it's not a niche category. So you will find difficulty in the project management, but if you can prove yourself with your skills and your certifications and experiences, obviously you can crack the job. And it's not always that how you talk, but yeah, that's also
How
an
much knowledge
important
you
part.
have?
Yeah, it's not as easy as technical stream. Yeah.
And what all challenges you faced after coming here on work visa?
So after coming here in work visa, I had challenges pretty okay, to be honest. That we were in like a long term work visa. It wasn't so difficult, but since this time when we came back with a child, right?
Okay.
So now that me and my husband is working in a IT field, we have to send the child to a daycare. So that's where one of the first disadvantage or the difficulty in a work visa happens. When you send the child for a daycare, you have to pay the full amount. And if you hear about Australia or any country, obviously, the daycare charges are extremely expensive compared to any other charges. So for me, we have to spend like per day an amount, and multiply by 5 days means it's like more than your rent.
Okay.
So just imagine that charges. So but pretty, since we both were working in IT field, we could manage that
But
charges.
if you're coming here on PR, like if you're a PR,
Yeah.
then like government gives you subsidies.
Exactly. So
Subsidies can be up to like from 50% to 70%.
yeah, yeah.
So that's a huge
Yeah,
difference
exactly.
what comes in.
And daycare, and when you have a small child, they will always fall sick when they go to daycare. Like it keeps spreading the virus. So when they fall sick, always they will have to take leave. And leave means you have to pay
pay
still
the
the daycare amount. And for a work visa, that is painful to pay for that amount when your child is sick and you're still. But yeah, that's the negative part. But otherwise, the pay scale and everything, it remains the same.
With all this, we don't mean that work visa is bad.
Yeah.
People still struggle to get work visa as
Yeah,
well if you
yeah.
want to come
Work
here.
visa is difficult to
Yeah,
crack because the company has to pay a lot to sponsor you, and if you get that, it's a really good.
Yeah, but we recommend like as soon as you come here on work visa, you try to get PR as soon as you can
Yeah.
because it has other advantages as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, and another thing I realized is when you start searching for jobs, In Australia especially, there are so many
Government jobs.
government jobs,
Yeah.
many government jobs to be honest, not so even less. So most of the government jobs they will clearly mention in their job description that they need PR as well as citizens.
Yeah. And
So you
security
cannot apply
clearance. Yeah.
security clearance. So these are the three that you will not be eligible. So your number of opportunities is even shorter.
Hmm.
So when you're switching a company, again your opportunity is
You still have a
shorter.
filter
Yeah,
that you are on
yeah.
work visa.
So PR, try to get it if you're thinking of settling down.
Yeah. And if your technology or the thing you are working on is in demand, then still it works. Like if you are on work visa, you still have a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
But in case you're not working on some niche technology or niche thing, then it is must to have a PR because it is difficult. Like companies don't hire work visa people as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
is
don't
one thing.
think if it was from my side, if my skill is, I don't think any company will sponsor me. But since my husband's skill is a niche skill, it was favorable for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after coming, like, what do you feel are the advantages of staying here?
In Australia, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The advantage is so there is advantages are plenty. If you're staying here, you will have a really less polluted country it is. So if you know if anyone is coming from Bangalore, you will know how much polluted that place is because of the traffic and different number of vehicles. So that much pollution is out of your system.
Still not polluted as
Yeah,
polluted as
yeah.
Delhi.
You can save 5 years from your life. You can live a little 5 years extra when you come to Sydney, and then traffic is horrible in back in the place that I am staying. So here you can avoid these traffics because there are train and the transport system is really good and everything is very comfortable. It's not like you have to rush into the bus and you don't have space. You'll always have a seat
Yeah.
to sit, and even in train,
Yeah.
you will always have a seat to
sit.
sit. So there's no problem in that. The transport system is really good, and then health system is really good. If you have PR, that's another disadvantage for a work visa people. We don't have Medicare. We don't have free medical this thing, but PR people have free Medicare. So if you will have free medical facilities and the education, if this is all for PR people, like free education and
But
everything.
education anyway is like more practical here
Yeah,
than theoretical.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's another thing. Whatever you learn, you will be learning practically. It is not mucking up by hearting at a very young age. Everything is very practical, and if you want your child to have a really less stressful life from a young age, then I would suggest to. In India also there are certain schools that are taking the same approach, but those schools are the expensive schools, which you have to pay the premium amount to join your kid into that, and that's not the case here.
And what about work-life balance?
Work-life balance is very good, even if you're a work visa holder. If that's not it, that doesn't depend upon PR or work visa holder. But the work-life balance is so good. 9 to 5 work, and after 5 you have a lot of time. You can. I still remember when I was working in India, I couldn't cook and work and do everything. Now here, after coming here, I can still like make food and take care of the child and even have a good work-life balance with my husband also. So everything is balanced, and that's a good life. But the negative side is in India you will have cook. You will have maid, you have everything, but here you have to do all that work, okay? But since it doesn't get
still
dirty,
manageable, yeah.
the house doesn't get dirty at all.
Once every week,
Yeah,
if
once
you do,
in a week you just have to clean. That's all. The house doesn't get dirty. The utensils are very less because
in India we don't even think of using dishwasher, right?
Yeah,
But here
yeah.
we have,
Yeah, you
we
can
use it.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't use dishwasher because the utensils that we wash
we have
here
that
doesn't
Indian
go.
mindset, right?
Yeah. So I don't use it, but still, I feel washing utensils is not difficult because then breakfast time we are washing, lunch time only you are washing, dinner time only you are washing.
You
So
get time to
not
wash
much utensils in the
utensils.
wash basin. Yeah, but those are the things. But people might find a little struggle in the beginning when you have all the facilities back in India. You have a nanny, you have a cook, you have a maid, and you don't have all that here. That might be a difficult, but you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, when you come here, you'll make that possible.
Yeah. You won't find it
You
difficult
won't
after
find it.
some
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Your life is easy. You will make time for everything. You will even make time to take some break for yourself.
Yeah.
Plan trips, go out with family. All those things you'll prioritize more for your family. That is something that we miss in the rat race in India.
Okay.
And we forget to, when we travel is once in a year, right?
We
Here
don't cherish
constantly.
our family.
Yeah.
We just concentrate on work.
Yeah. But even though we are living far from India, people think that we are detached from our family. But the truth is, we are more attached to family than anything, anytime. To be honest, yeah. So yeah, that's the plus point.
Chalo, we'll end this video
Yeah.
here.
Thank you.
And you have to ask the people who are watching to subscribe, like.
Yes, everyone. So please subscribe my friend channel, and what is that? Hit the bell icon. Please. Thank you.
Thank you, Amrita, for your time, especially.
No problem.
Thank you, everyone. Please like, subscribe my channel, and if you need any help, you can message me on Instagram. I'm attaching my Instagram ID in description. Thank you again. Bye bye.